Bulldog News.
Good morning. I'm Skylar Seaborn from Miss Eldridge's 5th grade class.
And I'm Ariki Beakley from Miss Lawrence's 5th grade class, reporting from WCAE News Broadcast Center.
We have some great things happening throughout our school, and we want to tell you about it.
In the studio, we have some CAE scholars with the morning announcement.
Take it away, scholars!
Good morning, faculty, staff, and students. We represent the fabulous 4th grade team. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, school pledge, and school rules? Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
School pledge. Today I'll do my best to be the best. I'll listen, I'll follow directions, I'll be honest, I respect the rights of others. I can learn, I will learn.
School rules. Enter the building quietly. Walk on the right side of the hall should go foul. Talking in the hall is not allowed. No playing in the restroom. You should not carry on personal conversation in the cafeteria serving line. You may talk softly at the lunch tables. No swearities are used at option distance at any time. You may not push or play at the water fountain. You must have a hall pass at all times in the hallways. Boys must take hats off while in the building. You should not talk while announcements are being made over the intercom. Thank you. You may be seated.
The character word for the week is accountability, and it means responsibility and liability.
Our social and emotional core competency of the week is responsible decision-making, reflection, and review of all that you have learned. And it means demonstrating your listening skills. Please pause for the next 40 seconds to reflect on our social and emotional positive behavior that we should display.
Thank you. Cleveland Avenue's poem of the month is I Dream a World by Langston Hughes. I dream a world where man, no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth, and peace is past adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps our soul, nor avarice brights our day. A world I dream where black and white, where every race will be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free. Where richness will hang his head and joy like a pearl, attend the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream my world. This has been Deja Grant,
Lisbeth Cortez,
Shia Ramuzu,
Jamali Gresham,
and Jayla Barnett.
Have a great day of teaching and learning.
Wow, I wonder what I could find if I dig deeper. Wow, this is amazing. Do you think it would be cool to dig up a piece of history? Do you like getting your hands dirty and finding out the story behind things? Check out Joy Beasley's and Kate Birmingham's jobs as archaeologists with the National Park Service.
What most people think about when they think of archaeologists is going out in the field and digging things up and finding bones and pots and things like that, and that's certainly a big part of what goes into archaeology. But probably the bigger part and the more important part is being able to explain what those bits and pieces actually mean. We use things like shovels and sometimes picks. We also use smaller tools like trowels or smaller digging spades.
Well, one of the tools that we use is something called a screen, which it's sort of like your window screen, but a little bigger. And we put the dirt in there and shake it. So what that does is it separates all the smaller dirt particles from the artifacts, and then you look through what remains in the screen.
This farm was actually part of a plantation that was established in 1794 by a family of French people. They had about 748 acres total, and they had 90 enslaved laborers in their possession. An eyewitness account that gave us a little bit of a clue as to the general location of where the slave quarters were. And then we really just had to go out and start digging. We uncovered just a wide variety of artifacts, everything from broken glassware and ceramics to rusty old nails and pieces of hardware. Lots of food remains, so bones and shell.
This is a shell pendant, and this is made of oyster shell, like the shell that we have here. So this would have been made likely by one of the enslaved individuals, and they would have taken the larger shell and they would have made it into this decorative object and then inscribed all of these little lines that go down here and the hole that they would have probably put a cord through to wear it. This is actually an 1817 US large cent, which is the equivalent of what today is the penny. And you can probably tell that it's much bigger than a penny today, and that's one of the attributes along with the date that help us figure out when this was made.
Find out what it's like to be a real archaeologist by going to Archaeology for Kids.
This could be you.
This week is National Random Acts of Kindness Week. We perform random acts of kindness when we go beyond what is expected of us and reach out to help other persons. There are 3 simple steps to perform a random act of kindness. The first step is to find out what another person needs. For example, Raven has her hands filled, and she needs to open the door to get to her class. The second step is to think about how you would feel if you had that need. You might feel frustrated if your hands are filled and you could not easily open the door by yourself. The final step to performing a random act of kindness is to offer your help. This week, look for opportunities to show that you care by performing random acts of kindness. I'm Skylar Seaborn.
And I'm Ariki Beepy. Signing off. And remember,
Let's them up and deliver.